What's up, guys? Thought I'd shoot you a little video this morning about business growth and about some of the problems I see a lot of business owners, tour business owners facing, and a lot of things that others who are scaling are doing right. And, like I've had, hundreds and hundreds of conversations, in recent times with tour business owners, maybe 500 in the last couple of years. And most of the time I have a conversation with a tour business owner, it's because things ain't going that well for them. They reach out to me, and the conversations are almost always the same. It's either, I want to get this thing going, but I don't know how, and it's just not working the way I want it to work. Or things were going great, and now they're not, and I don't know why. And as soon as I scratch the surface and dig a little deeper, I learned that almost all of them have the same problem, that they've got just a couple of sales channels. It's generally like directs, some organic directs, and a little, sometimes some paid advertising, but they're waiting for people, hoping that people find them on their website, or they're doing a lot of bookings through online travel agents, OTAs, and things start to go south, and they're like, I don't know, it was working before, it's not working now. I feel like everyone's having the same problem. And what I tell them, first of all, is that they're running, a fairly unhealthy, risky business with an over-reliance on a couple of channels, and they're sort of just hoping, they're waiting for the phone to ring with a booking or an inquiry, or the email to ping with a booking or an inquiry. When it doesn't, they just kind of don't know what to do. They don't know why it's not working, and it's not a nice place to be. It's frankly, it's a horrible way to run a business, and it's a really shitty place to be. So what I first of all bring an awareness to is the fact that the businesses that I see scale really easily and really quickly, including my own, when I was running my tour business, are the ones that have got a whole range of, unique sales channels, driving consistent bookings and inquiries through a bunch of different channels. That's the first thing. And many of those that are struggling just don't have that. And the penny drops, and I see them say, yeah, I know, I get it. That's an obvious channel to grow my business. So's that one, and so's that one. But I just don't know how to do it, okay? Or I've tried it, but it just kind of didn't work. So what I want to do is just sort of try and break it down for you into a bunch of easy steps. There's a few goats in the background here making a bit of noise. And I want to try and simplify it as much as I can. So what happens, first of all, the first step or the first problem that needs solving is an awareness and a recognition that you need some proactive strategies to grow the business through different channels, okay? So you need to figure out what those are going to be. Is it going to be, for example, to zero in on agents to grow your business? Or is it the corporate market for team building days, or, reward and recognition programs? Or is it education and school groups? Or is it accommodation, hotels and accommodation providers? Or is it partnerships and collaborations with clubs or groups or societies or membership organizations that have got like a passion or an interest in your niche? So that's the first step or the first problem to solve. Where am I going to grow the business? The second one is going to be, well, now I know the channels I want to grow it through. Where do I find them? Where do I find these decision makers to sort of try and get in front of them? That's the second problem that people have, is I know where I want to grow it, I just don't know how to reach them. Okay, so that's the second problem that needs solving. All right, and we're breaking it down into steps here. The third one is, well, now I know where to find them. What do I say to them? How do I actually bring them into my world? How do I warm them up? How do I bring a level of awareness and interest to what I do? How do I get on their radar? How do I get them thinking, this sounds interesting, I might need this at some time in the future, or yes, maybe for another day? That's the third problem. The fourth is, how do I get them to actually raise their hand and say, I need you now, here's an inquiry, how do I onboard you if you're an agent? I've got a group coming into town, if it's like an education or school group, or I've got, my boss has given me a brief to organize a team building day, so I'm reaching out to you. So that is what we would call a hand raiser. How do you get them to raise their hand and move or bridge the gap from interest and awareness to, I need you now, here's a booking, here's an inquiry, here's my credit card, ideally. So that's the next one. And then the fifth step, where you got all these hand raisers, how do I convert them? How do I bridge the gap from hand raiser, inquiry, to conversion? Because many people raise their hands, but many don't become customers. So how do you give yourself the best possible chance to convert all of those hand raisers, okay? And then the last, number 6, is, okay, so yes, I know who I want to grow through. 1, yes, I know where to find them. 2, yes, I know how to bring them into my world and warm them up. 3, yes, I know how to get them to raise their hand. 4, yes, I know how to convert those hand raisers. 5, number 6 is, well, I'm doing all this stuff, but it's bloody exhausting. It's ad hoc. I'm all over the place. I'm sending emails. I'm following up. And how do I bring it into a really simple selling system, a machine, like an automated selling machine? So it just works seamlessly on autopilot. And you don't have to do all the work. You're not in the trenches with your sleeves rolled up every day. Those 6 steps are how the real elite, the successful tour business owners grow their business. And even if you're thinking, well, I only run a $49, coach tour, it's not, in my best interest to invest all this time and energy and effort to get people to raise their hands and then to convert them. Well, think of it like this. Let's say you're trying to grow your business through, for example, education groups where they're sending groups of 40 or 50 or 100 students at $49, or a corporate decision maker that's organizing group activities consistently throughout the year for their staff body of 100, or an agent who wants to onboard you for your $49 trips, but has got the scope to be selling hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those every year. So that is to win that business, even though you're selling a $49 tour, it is well worth your while and in your best interest, and takes a little bit of proactive strategy to do that. So I hope this resonates with you. I'd love to know, just, if you're watching this video in my group, where are you at? Well, what do you struggle with? Is it step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or is it all of them? Okay. Or if you're getting this to email, just hit reply, let me know. And would you like some help? Would you like some help to implement this sales system into your business? Just let me know. Just reach out. Yeah, Josh, I'd love some help. If you're in the group, comment help. If you're getting this to email, just hit reply and say I'd love some help. All right, guys, hope this was helpful. Thanks. Bye.